What's up? 7:06. First guy's here. So he's gonna help me today. By the way, I just finished my mow routes. Finished all the routes. So now that I have 4 full-time mow crews going, I had to move a full route from tomorrow, Thursday, to today, Wednesday, and I think there was 20 houses on that route, and so I just emailed them all, letting them know that in order to keep my routes as efficient as they need to be, I had to move their day to Wednesday, starting today. That still gives that person who had that route in that area closest to that, still has to do other houses, more than just that one, than those that I moved, so they've got 35 on today's route, but I'm not worried about them. I think they're gonna do it, no problem. I've got to unload as much as possible. Jose's here to help me, because once I load this up, he's gonna hurry up and take it to the dump and be back before all the gardeners get here that need that. Actually, I'm supposed to have another guy, who's that? Gary. Gary's supposed to help me unload that truck, because that truck is gonna be a sprinkler vehicle, and my sprinkler tech is actually gonna take that home and go straight to jobs and go back straight home after he's done with his job. So that's gonna really streamline and make that sprinkler efficient. I want all my sprinkler techs to be like that. And so far they are, except for Jose, who's also sprinkler tech. He may actually just help me around all over the place, and he keeps telling me he wants to take over my job. So
like you for firing Freddy.
yeah, click the like button if you want to fire me. So, all right, cool. You ready? Let's do this. Right now, mornings are still pretty inefficient as far as my standards go. Loading up the grass like this, but you know, honestly, because of the way the yard is set up, the way parking has to be, the way that guys are finishing so late in the day, even mowing wise, we're trying to figure out a routine to do it in the mornings. There's 3 people helping, loading all that, unloading all that. It seems like a lot, but it's way better than trying to get it all done after everybody's shift, because for one, the dump trailer's not normally here till late. That crew that has that dump trailer is always the last one to leave pretty much. And I can't turn on that Bobcat way too early because, you know, there are people living close by. So, you know, 7 o'clock is kind of the earliest that I feel like I should turn that on and get that loaded up. So the mow crew did a full day of nice weather yesterday, and they did a great job. Super happy with the way they did that. Today is their first route where I feel like this is actually their route. Like, it's not gonna change unless we get more houses on there. And I told them that, and they're pretty excited about that, because basically Monday and Tuesday's schedule for their route, they were basically helping out because we weren't really sure if we were gonna have another crew. So I kind of just plucked houses off of everybody's route and did that. And I may still have to do that until I figure out for sure what route they're gonna have. But today, it's a full route that I said, hey, this is your route, guys. Treat it like your own, make it look good, all those houses. So things are going pretty good. Well, thank you. Yeah. Chris loves his dog. He takes him to a dog sitter every single day. That's commitment, man. Last crew to leave. Well, there's 2 trucks. So he's getting weed fabric, stakes. I haven't looked at his route today, so I don't know what kind of jobs he has, but Rachel came out, gave them all a pep talk, so I'm assuming there's quite a bit of stuff on there today. So I don't know if you were able to tell this morning, but things were a little inefficient. You know, when we had 3 garden guys, 1 crew, they would come in at 8 and be gone by 8:10, 8:15. Now there's 6 garden guys. So they're split up into 2 crews, usually. If there's a really big job, they'll all meet up somewhere together, or they'll start the day together. You know, garden jobs, yard cleanup jobs, they require directions and notes. And so it requires, you know, making sure that the garden manager tells the garden guys exactly what needs to be done. Because sometimes we go to a job where we're supposed to do like a leaf cleanup, but yet the customer will come out and say, hey, will you also get that pile over there? Will you also do this? Will you prune that shrub? And if the guys don't know what they're supposed to do, they'll do all those things for the same price of the leaf cleanup. So it's really important that we're all on the same page. So all those things need to be relayed, and that takes time. You know what I mean? And now that we've got 2 crews, we've got to do that for 2 full routes worth of work. So whereas before it was just like on these 3 houses, this and that, but now you've got to do it to 2 crews. That's one of the reasons why we're a little inefficient in the morning. But as soon as they leave the gates, man, they are efficient rock stars. So right now I'm just gonna clean out this Nissan Titan that's gonna go to a sprinkler tech, and it will be out of my yard probably for the rest of the year. All right, guys, that is my morning duties all done. One thing I pretty much was hoping to do today, and I still can, is that I've reached the first 10 hours. I'm at the 13th hour, I believe, of use. And so now I've got to do some maintenance on the equipment. I'm not going to do it right now, but I've got to do it today. But because I've reached that 13th, actually I was supposed to do it after 10 hours of use. I'm going to change the oil at some point after I talk to the office, make sure they don't need me for anything, and I can go run some errands, and I can come back and start working on that. But I did buy a new toy. Let me show you. Bought a grease gun. Yeah. This bad boy, I ordered it online. I believe I paid $2.99 for this, and I got it without the battery because I already have these batteries. I don't know how to use it yet, but I'm sure it can't be that hard. Twist the top, put a new tube in, and go. So, dude, this thing is just beefy looking, bro. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and get these power rakers. I've got 2 of them that are down, and I wanna try and see if I could take them to a shop right now. Okay, what I think is wrong with these are right here. There's a bearing missing, or fell off or broke. So you see that? Should not be doing that. And I think that's what the problem is. So this one over here doesn't have that. I know it's a different brand, but this one I can't lift up and down like the other one. And this Husqvarna is doing the same thing. So there's totally a bearing missing there. Curious to see what they're gonna say about that. I'm pretty sure I know what they're gonna say. They're gonna say that I should buy these, which are, I think these are called Claysons. These are the ones I've been buying lately. I bought that Bluebird brand new when I first got it. And that Husqvarna, I bought it off this other company when I took over it. It's part of the assets that I got. and it was running fine. Like I really enjoyed it. Everybody liked that Husqvarna because it was really easy to maneuver and it was powerful. So that is a really nice power raker. Bluebird, it's pretty nice too, but it's not as durable as the Husqvarna and definitely not as durable as the Clayson. I've got 2 of those Claysons and they're both the only things that are working right now. So I'm gonna load those up on this garden bed truck and take it to the paint shop and see if they'll give me a quote. Hopefully I can talk them down to 600 bucks for this one. But I'm also gonna get the box painted blue too. So that may raise their price a little bit. By the way, this Ford garden bed is driving smooth, really good. I just dropped off the power rakers and I just realized what I can do while in this area. I'm gonna go see if the gas tanks for the Time Masters are there, because maybe they are there and they never called me. It's kind of good to bug people too. You know, when you're expecting parts or something, it's good to show your face every now and then and just say, hey, don't forget me.